Okay, so ready to dive into something a little different today. We're going to be looking at hardwood floor layer as a career path. You sent over a ton of info on this one.
Yeah, looks like more than just a little curiosity there.
Yeah, it's it's interesting when I think about it. Transforming a space,
Hmm.
working with your hands. There's a certain appeal to that, isn't there?
Right. There's that whole image of the craftsperson,
Yeah,
building something beautiful piece by piece.
totally. But we both know those romantic notions don't exactly pay the bills, right?
And that's where getting into the nitty-gritty is important. And actually, you sent over something that seems to get that role catcher.
Oh yeah. What about it?
It's not just a job board. It seems to really dive deeper into the reality of a career.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Not just a job board. What makes RoleCatcher different?
Well, they give you this whole like 360 view of a career, not just open jobs, but like day-to-day tasks, what skills you actually need, what you can expect to earn, even like career paths within the field.
So it's like getting that insider knowledge
Hmm.
before you even start applying.
Yeah, exactly. They break each profession down from every angle.
Hmm.
And you even included one of their career guides, Hardwood Floor Layer, the complete career guide. Have you gotten a chance to look at that one yet?
Oh, yeah. I've been digging into that career guide. I always thought, okay, hardwood floors, it's going to be a lot of strength, good with your hands, that sort of
Right,
thing.
the physical aspect.
Yeah. But this guide really highlighted the mental side of it, too. The problem solving you have to do on the fly.
That's what separates, the good from the great, I think. It's not just following a blueprint, it's like anticipating the challenges. Uneven subfloors, how the wood reacts to humidity.
Oh, totally. Almost like being a detective or something.
Right.
Finding those little inconsistencies, those tiny details that make the whole floor come out right.
Exactly. And that comes up in the career guide too, like understanding moisture levels, subfloor conditions, all that before you even lay the first board. There's a whole science to it.
Reminds me of that saying, measure twice, cut once. But here it's more like analyze everything, then lay the perfect floor.
And speaking of laying that perfect floor, there was some interesting stuff on career progression in the guide. Did you get to that?
I did. That was actually really cool to see. It's not just like you're a hardwood floor layer. That's it. They showed how you can start as an apprentice and work your way up, lead a team, even own your own business someday.
It's true. RoleCatcher breaks it down into those stages, entry level, junior, senior, each one with, different responsibilities, skills you're mastering, and obviously how that impacts what you can earn.
So for someone just starting out, what's that like? What does that look like?
Well, entry level, you're going to be learning the ropes, right?
Hmm.
Assisting the more experienced folks. Probably a lot of prepping the subfloor, sanding, applying finishes, that sort of thing, building that foundation. Literally.
So it's like you're like a hardwood floor apprentice, basically,
Oh.
learning how it's all done from the ground up.
Exactly. Yeah. Getting that hands on experience, those core techniques down pat. And then, moving up to junior hardwood floor layer, that's where you start taking on more, I guess, responsibility.
Oh, okay. So like, what would that look like?
Well, instead of just sanding, you'd be, actually laying the wood, maybe even getting into more intricate stuff like inlays or custom patterns.
I bet that's where all that problem solving really comes in handy. Like when something unexpected happens, you got to think on your feet.
For sure. And you're probably starting to lead small teams at that point too, bringing those newer folks up to speed. So it's a whole other like skill set there, going from working on your own to managing others.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And then, okay, so the top of the ladder, senior hardwood floor layer. What's RoleCatcher say about that?
They make it sound like you're not just a master at the craft, but like a trusted advisor almost. You're consulting with clients directly, designing custom flooring solutions, maybe even overseeing big projects or training the next generation.
Wow, that is not where I thought we'd end up. Like
Hmm.
that's a whole career path. So we've got the hands-on skills, obviously, but then also the problem solving, the people skills. RoleCatcher really shows how much goes into it.
And that's what I like about their platform. It's not just info, it's practical stuff too. Like, remember those interview questions we talked about?
Oh yeah,
They have specific questions for each level, so you can go in totally prepped.
talking about a secret weapon.
Right.
Like you're already one step ahead.
And not even just for the interview, like knowing what skills to actually focus on to get to that next level, right?
Yeah.
RoleCatcher lays it all out.
I gotta say, this has been like eye-opening. We went from, oh yeah, hardwood floors to like, A deep dive on the skills, the challenges, the whole 9 yards.
And even if you decide hardwood floor layer isn't for you, the way RoleCatcher breaks a career down, that's useful for anything. They have tons of these career guides, all different fields, same level of
Wow.
detail.
Just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best, right? It's about being smart and strategic. I like it.
Exactly.
Well, this has been a deep dive and a half. We really dug into what it takes to be a hardwood floor layer. So if anyone out there is feeling inspired, go check out RoleCatcher, look at those career guides. You might just find your next dream job.